Yeah.
I came to this not knowing anything. Oh, thank you. Came to this not knowing anything about the film. What was your inspiration for the film? And also, is this kind of your antithesis of High School Musical 1, 2, and 3?
This is the anti-High School Musical and the anti-Mamma Mia and all of that. I think that we wanted, again, High School Musical is very mainstream. It's very cookie cutter, vanilla. Not saying it's bad. I mean, High School Musical made $1 bazillion and we made this much. So, I mean, High School Musical did something right, but again, it's not the movie that speaks to us, I think. What was the inspiration? To do something different. Again, the same thing. It's to do something that we liked, something that, you know, the three of us knew that we wanted to see. And I've realized if there's three of us that want to see it, there's probably more out there that want to see it as well. And I think that was, I think the main reason for us to make a movie like this.
And I think for me, like, it's a love of opera. And I don't necessarily mean that in like, I don't necessarily get hard over listening to Carmen, for example. But I like operatic themes. And I like Carmen. And I like comic books. And somehow all those things sort of feel operatic to me. Big archetypal characters, themes of tragedy, right? Cool costumes. And it just so happens I also like rock and industrial music. And a general fascination with the macabre. So I think that's sort of what at least got me excited about doing something like Repo and probably kept me going with it for so long. Because I mean, it's almost been a decade, about 8.5 years.
That's right.
I mean, it was on stage in the States. It was started in LA. We started out just in little rock clubs doing vignettes. And then it eventually became a fully mounted stage production, which he directed in 2002, how we met. And then we took it back, workshopped it a bit, put it on the stage again in LA. And then in 2005, we got picked up by an off-Broadway theater company. And we played it in New York. And then he saw that, said, you know, he just had some success. He just had some sex with me after watching his success with Saw, and said, you know, let's shoot a 10-minute short to help convince the studio, look, this can be cool. You can do a 21st century opera, and it can appeal to the audience that would probably never actually go to the opera, but they would play video games or buy comics or watch The Matrix. Why do they have to be mutually exclusive?
And to add to that too, I mean, I think we wanted to do something that it's our own bizarre little world, but it's, you know, it's got its own emotion that goes within it. And I think, you know, we went originally when we were starting to write it. I think we went to see Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I don't know if any of you've seen that. Yeah, and we saw it live, and it was great because here you have this you know, man-woman with the Angry Inch, who nobody could possibly in real life, hopefully, ever personally can identify with. But when this person went on stage and started talking about herself and what she's gone through, there wasn't a dry eye in the theater, including mine, because it just got back to the humanity beyond the bizarre. And I think that was one of the things that we were all really interested in. And then secondly, for me as a composer and musician, to be able to write something where, you know, it's music from beginning to end, and you figure like, okay, 98 minutes of one kind of music you're just going to get bored with. But the idea of being able to write madrigals, you know, Ember Sweet in the month of May, you know, that kind of stuff, going against some industrial stuff versus God knows all the different genres of music that's in this. It's something that, you know, I'm very proud of, and it was just a great fun. Just the people that we've just kind of, both the fans and just the general vibe on set, and above all the musicians that played with us. I mean, it's like a great family. It's a dysfunctional Repo family.
I encourage one thing, and it's funny because this mirrors basically the first kind of birth of this in the States. It was a very kind of third or full theater. And we made a speech, and then we noticed how it changed throughout every screening. As we said to you guys right now have the ability to change the way movies are made. You guys have the ability to, if you like this movie, talk about it. Get on the Repo Opera website, because the more you guys take control over the movies that, again, you support and see, you'll see more original stuff coming out. The fans of Repo got Repo in 30, 40 theaters when we were supposed to be in 2. It wasn't us, it was the fans. It was the fans that where's Princess Jess? Are you back there? Okay, well Jess is a perfect example, and there's another one back there, a couple from the Repo message boards. that she is really the reason that we're here right now, because some fans from the UK said, hey, you guys do a Repo Road Tour UK, this would be great. We reached out to the Lionsgate out here, and now we're out here. It's the fans now have the ability to change the way movies are marketed and made. So if you guys like this, I encourage you, talk about it. Go on IMDb, go on Repo Opera Message Boards, talk about it, because again, you can make more unique, crazy, out there movies. And that's what I like to see, at least as a film fan. So guys, we'll stay around, take pictures, sign autographs, whatever. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
thank you guys.